Wow, we are green. Johnson in lead, trying to stretch out. They're side by side. Who's going to lead lap number one? They'll pick up a cool $44. It will be Victor Lee. Victor Lee leads Kenny Johnson side by side for third between Kinder and Bollinger. Bollinger and Kinder still side by side for third. Hoffman now starting to make some moves. Nick Hoffman now taking his car top shelf. Hoffman goes around Workman Jr. But right now, Victor Lee showing the way up front. Bollinger looking underneath Johnson for second is Bollinger. Side by side for second. Meanwhile, Victor Lee scooting away. Kenny Johnson's going to go way high in turn four, giving up second, third, and getting ready to lose fourth as well to David Spilley. So Ray Bollinger up to second. Bollinger up to second. Kinder right to his outside for third. Spilley now goes around Kinder. David Spilley up to third. He'd never be running third. David Spilley third, Bollinger second, Victor Lee still leads. But Victor Lee scooting away again. Of course, the quicker cars that started in the back, it's harder to pass the further up you get. Now Hamilton looking to the outside of Stephen Brooks a little bit, about halfway back in the pack. Those are the best battles on the racetrack for about the 10th spot. Kenny Johnson slides high in the 1KJ. His car handily going away on the 1KJ, and we're only 10 laps into this race. We're not even a fourth of the way through. As it's now Victor Lee, Ray Bollinger, David Spilley, Chad Kinder, and Nick Hoffman outside of Brooks. That didn't work for Kramer. He has to fall back in line. Meanwhile, in front of these guys, Workman Jr. goes to the inside of Burdett. Brooks and Hamilton still fighting for that 9th and 10th position. Victor Lee still holding a 2-second lead plus. Kramer trying to work right on the edge of the cushion. Herbert is off the racetrack.
3-second lead.
Victor Lee right now showing the way. Victor Lee closing up on the tail end of the field, but thus far he is still not lapped a car yet.
Jim, look to your right. Is that debris up there or not?
How much?
3.4.
There is debris up against the wall.
Green flag flag back out. Everybody right down on the bottom of the track except for Kramer. Kramer making the high side work here at the Berg. We are cross flags, 22 down, 22 to go. Still Victor Lee. Ray Bollinger having to hold off David Spilly, Kinder, and Hoffman. Derek Broomer goes off the track. Don't look now, but Joey Kramer is making the high side work. 3 wide at the front stretch for Kramer. He's got that rocket race bodies Lightning chassis working on the high side. Kramer to the outside of Workman. 19 laps to go. Kramer up to 6, sets his sights on Hoffman. Victor Lee, Bollinger, Spilly, Kinder, Hoffman, Kramer. David Spilly has been working the left rear quarter panel of the 77. Spilly to the inside for second. David Spilly throws the slider on Bollinger. Bollinger crossover move out of turn number 2. They're still side by side for second. Spilly now stuck on the outside. He'll have to fall back in line underneath of Bollinger. Oh, Spilly hits the berm a little bit. They are really, really racing hard for that second spot. Spilly again to the inside. He wants that runner-up spot. Victor Lee really not hit any challengers thus far. Kramer now has gone back down to the inside of the track where he was making up so much time on the outside. Here goes Workman now, trying to throw a slider on Kramer. Kramer jumps up the cushion a little bit. He's going to lose that spot, but now he'll fight back on the outside. Meanwhile, Hoffman trying to get around Kinder on the outside. Meanwhile, up front, though, Victor Lee has showing the way as he's led them all. Lap 38 as Victor Lee crosses the stripe. It's Victor Lee, Ray Bollinger, David Spilly, 1, 2, and 3. Nick Hoffman, 4th. Chad Kinder, 5th. Good battle for 6th between Kramer and Billy Workman Jr. Kramer has it. Workman has been working over the 77. They're side by side again for 2nd. Spilly to the inside of Bollinger. Victor Lee is being held up a little bit by the 54 of Robinson. Spilly has cleared Bollinger. Lap 39, 40 now in the books. Running out of laps. But Victor Lee has stuck behind Jimmy Robinson in the 54. Robinson goes high. Victor Lee goes low. Hoffman now looks to the outside of Bollinger for third. Give Hoffman third spot. Laps winding down here as Victor Lee flashes across the stripe. David Spilley is about 5 car lengths behind him. Unless we get a caution, Spilley's going to run out of time. Here he comes through turns 3 and 4. There's the white flag for Victor Lee. Victor Lee, one more time around this racetrack. David Spilley second, Hoffman third. Fourth to Bollinger. Chad Kinder runs 5th, Kramer 6th, Workman 7th. Final time into turns 3 and 4. Ladies and gentlemen, Danville, Kentucky's Victor Lee wins the 2016 Merrill Downey Memorial. David Spilley is second, followed by Nick Hoffman, Ray Bollinger, Chad Kinder, rounding out your top 5.
First, second, and third. Back on the track. First, second, and third.
He's got the trophy here.
He's got all kinds of stuff for you.
All right, Victor, you're going to take home a lot of money here tonight. You got a sweet trophy. Man, a year ago, I talked to you a little bit further down here in Victory Lane. You ran third. You came back, and you picked up the win here tonight. Led all 44 laps. That's impressive. First of all, congratulations.
I appreciate that. I've seen nicely do it last year, led every lap, and won the thing. So we figured we could do it this year. But no, I tell you, Kerry and them has put me in an awesome race car. I can't thank them guys enough, man. Anybody can drive that. MBR car here, Mark Bush, awesome race car.
And tell us about the actual run there. It looked like, it seemed like the track got a little bit better as the night went on, as far as smoothed out a little bit for you drivers, but it's always good when you catch the tail end of the field and the caution flag comes out, and then you can kind of bunch them back up and you don't have to chase down the tail again. You did catch the tail there at the end of the field, or at the end of that feature, but by the time that happened, you had pretty much secured that win.
Yeah, I mean, the cautions fell, perfect for me there. I was kind of worried. I seen the track was kind of locked down there on the bottom, and I was a little bit worried there for a few minutes, and the caution saved me. But yeah, I mean, the track seemed to smooth up all night. Qualifying tonight, I hit the hole down here 1 and 2 the first lap, and about turned the thing over. So I told myself not to do that again, and I done the same thing the next lap, hit the same hole. So I got one more lap, don't do that this time, and I done it again. So that messed it up a little bit qualifying. Got a little luck in the heat race with the jump. That put us on the front row, and we were fortunate enough to win it. And drew a 6 in that dash, and the car was really good. Like I said, Kevin, he is an awesome crew chief, so thank him.
Well, you know, Victor, you were talking about your qualifications. We all saw you almost turn it over there on lap 1, but if you hit it on lap 2 and 3, you still ran pretty good laps on those second and third laps of qualifications. But it doesn't matter. You're where it needs to be here in Victory Lane.
Yeah, well, I let off of it though the second and third lap. First lap I didn't let off of it. I thought I could run it wide open, and that didn't work. But like I said, I want to thank them guys. I just show up and drive this thing, and I'm very fortunate to get to do that. They got really good equipment, and they really work hard on it. So.
Very good. Hey, we'll get your official or unofficial prize money total there. $4,444.44 is for winning this race. You're also getting $44 for every lap led. So it's 44 times 44. We'll give you that total here later. Enjoy this in Victory Lane here. The winner of the 5th annual Merrill Downey Memorial.
Yeah, that's awesome. I want to thank all the fans that come out tonight. We had a little sprinkles here about all day. Appreciate all you guys coming out, and it's very special to win a memorial race, of any kind, and every time I win one, that makes me really feel good, and so I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys.
All right, how about another big round of applause for Victor Lee from Kentucky?